This photograph, taken on March 3, 1980 by John Whitman for Washington Dossier, captures a moment from the farewell reception for Japanese Ambassador Fumihiko Togo. The gathering took place at the newly constructed Japanese ambassador's residence, a space designed to reflect the elegance of Japanese architecture while blending seamlessly into Washington's diplomatic and social landscape. The residence itself was a statement of Japan's growing global stature and commitment to fostering relationships in the United States. This event was more than a simple goodbye. It was a confluence of local, national, and international influences that defined Washington's unique social fabric. At the center of the image, we see Betty Lou Oarsman, Joe Allbriton, and his wife, Barbara. Behind them, Barroness Garnet Von Stackelberg, a prominent columnist for Washington Dossier, observes the scene. These individuals represent different facets of Washington's social infrastructure, all critical in maintaining the city's delicate balance of power, influence, and connection. Betty Lou Oarsman, 46 at the time, exemplified the role of Washington's permanent community. She and her husband, Mandy, were the faces of the Oursman automotive legacy, a family business that became synonymous with reliability and success in the D.C. area. The Oursmans were well known for their ability to connect people, anchoring the transient nature of Washington's political and diplomatic spheres. Today, the family legacy continues under Robert Oursman, Jr., who leads the expanded business, which now includes 18 dealerships. The Oursman family's role in Washington remains as vital as it was during Betty Lou's time, with their contributions extending beyond business into the city's cultural and social circles. Next to Betty Lou are Joe and Barbara Albritton. Joe, then 53, brought a bold vision to Washington from his roots in Texas. He purchased the Washington Star and WJLA-TV in 1974, seeking to shape public discourse in the nation's capital. Though his tenure with the Star was short-lived, he sold the newspaper in 1981. His influence on Washington's media landscape was profound. Barbara, his wife, brought elegance and warmth to their endeavors, hosting gatherings that became pivotal points of connection for the city's elite. Their son, Robert Albritton, was in his early 20s at the time of this photograph and would later carry on the family legacy by founding Politico in 2007. His revolutionary approach to political journalism reshaped the industry. After selling Politico for $1 billion in 2021, Robert turned his focus to philanthropy, founding the Allbrittons Journalism Institute to train and support the next generation of journalists. The Albrittons family's contributions continue to resonate, illustrating the enduring impact of blending business, media, and civic engagement. Behind them stands Barroness Garnet Von Stackelberg, 52 at the time, a sharp chronicler of Washington's elite. Through her column in Washington Dossier, Von Stackelberg documented the city's social and cultural life with precision and wit. Her writing captured the unspoken dynamics of power and influence in a city where relationships often shaped policy as much as legislation. Her influence extended beyond her column as she mentored figures like Aniko Gall and Tandy Dickerson, who would go on to play their own roles in Washington's social scene. Von Stackelberg represents the essential yet often invisible role of chroniclers and connectors in the city's ecosystem. The farewell reception itself marked the end of a significant chapter for Ambassador Togo. In his 60s at the time, Togo had successfully navigated a complex period in U.S.-Japan relations. Japan's growing dominance in industries like automotive and electronics created tensions with the United States, but Togo's charm, diplomacy, and cultural sensitivity helped foster mutual respect and understanding. His tenure in Washington was a testament to the power of personal relationships in bridging national interests. After returning to Japan, he continued to serve in academic and advisory roles, furthering the legacy he cultivated during his time in D.C. This photograph, though modest in scope, encapsulates a critical moment in Washington's history. It highlights the intersection of diplomacy, media, and social connection that defines the city's identity. The figures here each played a distinct role in weaving the fabric of Washington's influence. Betty Lou Oarsman representing the local and permanent anchors, Joe and Barbara Albritton bridging business and national influence, and Barroness Garnet Von Stackelberg documenting and connecting the players who shaped this dynamic era. Together, they remind us that Washington is not just a city of politics and power, but also of relationships and stories that continue to resonate.